Coach's Corner is brought to you by Capital Investment Advisory Services.
Hello and welcome into another episode of Coach's Corner. I'm Mitch Stewart. This morning I'm joined by Dawgs head coach Dan Bremner. Dan, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Mitch.
So now that we've kind of let the dust settle a little bit on that President's Cup final run, let's take a look back at that series with Peoria. You all came up just a little bit short in Game 1 and Game 4. Got the win in Game 3, but it felt like you guys were just right there and couldn't quite get over the hump. What were your kind of your takeaways from that series against the Rivermen?
There's going to be things you always look back on, and 2-goal lead in Game 1, 2-goal lead in Game 4. I think there was times through that series that we carried the play. Peoria's special teams was very, very strong throughout the series. But we had our opportunities. We had opportunities when it was 2-0 in both those games. We had opportunities when it was 2-1 in both those games. And we didn't capitalize, and they kind of just kept coming and found a way through us. Our guys battled so hard, and we were right there. And to get that close, obviously, on one hand, it's frustrating to be, it was right there, and we could have got it done. And on the other hand, something to be proud of the guys getting to that point in the year and leaving it all out there. I don't think any one of our guys, and myself included, has anything to hang our head about. Like we left it out there. The boys did everything they could, and that's the game of hockey. There's going to be a winner and a loser.
So your first season in 2018, you take the team to the playoffs after they had gotten off to a bit of a rough start that year. 2019, you guys make it to the President's Cup semifinals. You didn't get the chance to make the playoffs in 2020 with the COVID-canceled postseason. 2021, Roanoke doesn't field a team, and now you guys come back and make the President's Cup final. Do you think there's kind of maybe a key secret ingredient you can let us in on for this sustained improvement, this sustained success that you all have been able to develop here with the program the last couple of years?
No, we definitely seems like a step forward every year that we've had the opportunity to compete in the playoffs, and huge credit to the guys who have been here through all of that. Jones, Armstrong, the guys that were there right from the first second playoff opportunity all the way through to this opportunity in the finals. So I think that experience goes a long way. I think my experience of being through it all and knowing at the end of the year, come playoff time, what it's going to take as far as sacrifice of the body, and our guys so beat up not only through the year but in the playoffs. And it's every team, but the teams that push through and get to that point, it really does take an all-in effort, everything your body has and everything everybody in the lineup has.
So just kind of going through these exit interviews with all the different players, of course, every single one's going to be a little bit different depending on what stage that player is at in their careers, but was there kind of an overarching message that you had for the guys as they look to go away for the offseason before some of them might come back in the fall?
There's common themes throughout. It was always a tough week saying goodbye to these guys, but that they should be proud of themselves, what they did here and bring Roanoke to a playoff championship round. You saw it throughout the city with the support that we got at Game 3 and 4 there in particular, but also just after that game all week long, I know the guys were out and people were coming up to them every chance they got wearing their Dawgs gear, and the city's proud of them and proud of what they did and everything. So our guys should be proud of the effort they put in and everything they did. And then the other thing is, it wasn't an easy year, and we went through some really, really tough stretches, and so much credit to the group that was here through that entire stretch to persevere. And the saying that what doesn't break you makes you stronger. What couldn't be more true in this circumstance, and to see them get that success down the stretch and through playoffs. I couldn't be happier for those guys to be rewarded, and they stayed the process, they stayed the course, even when things felt like things could waver, and the guys held together and they stayed on course, and it ended up working for us down the stretch.
What does the offseason kind of look like for you? I know that you'll probably hopefully, I guess, take a bit of a break for yourself, but then you obviously are going to ramp back up for next fall. What does that offseason kind of look like for head coach Dan Bremner?
So I mean, this first week has been pretty busy with like exit interviews and kind of end of season stuff, getting guys set up. We've got a bunch of guys that need surgeries and such, bodies banged up. So trying to get that all help out set up, and hopefully end of this week I'll be able to take a little bit of time just without hockey. There's not long. I'm first got to have our protected list in. Everybody does that. I believe end of this week they're due. So go through some more phone calls through the end of this week to get that list finalized, and then I actually hop right in with the junior Dawgs 14U spring team, and we got a couple tournaments coming up in the next few weeks. So not completely taking the foot off the gas, but a little less than every day like it is during the season. So. And there'll be some time for little breaks here and there, but it's kind of hockey year-round for me. So, it'll be a little breath and then right back to it.
Last thing I wanted to touch on here, 14,000 fans, over 14,000 actually, throughout those 4 home playoff games and the President's Cup postseason, including a combined 8,000 on a Monday and Tuesday night, no less, in the President's Cup finals. Do you kind of have one final message for the fans kind of heading into this offseason before we come back for the 2022-2023 season?
No, huge, blown away. Huge thank you to the crowd, to the community in general. I've been ever since I got here, I felt the energy of a hockey town, and they're proving it right now. And a little bit of success and a little bit of buzz about a playoff run for our team, and you saw everybody coming out in droves, and the noise in that building on Monday and on Tuesday as well was incredible. All I can say is, we're going to try to build off this success and hopefully get that Friday, Saturday home game and pack the Berglund Center next year around this time would be fantastic. So.
Well, Dan, congratulations on a great run throughout the season. Take a little bit of time for yourself, hopefully, and thank you again for so much hard work that you do for this team throughout the year.
Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate it.
That's going to do it for this episode of Coach's Corner, and that'll put a wrap on the 2021-2022 season. But that doesn't mean that hockey is going away. It's going to come back sooner than you know it next October. Make sure that you grab those 2022-2023 season tickets by calling the Rail Yard Dogs office and getting yourself set up for Rail Yard Dogs hockey to return next fall. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by Capital Investment Advisory Services.